It's equally valuable. Yes.
Please be clear, this is an invasion. Green Lantern.
It's Liberty City,
You wanna ride, let's ride through Liberty City. The evil genius live in Liberty City.
From both of the dukes, Bowman and Shotler, I got niggas saying
It's an invasion.
Turn up your radio, turn up your radio. Green Lantern. Invasion on the ball.
It's always amazing to see what just a few years can do to a person. They're the same person you once knew, you know they're the same person, but they've clearly experienced changes that have made them a little different. The Grand Theft Auto series has carried the torch for underworld crime drama, mature themes, and rebellious humor over the years, making a name for itself as one of the most sought-after titles in the business. A few years have passed since we last got a look at this sandbox masterpiece, and it's still the same great game we've all grown to love over the years. You know it's the same game, but it's clearly gone through some changes that have made it different. And these changes, in large part, are extremely good.
Nico, my cousin! I can't believe it, you're here! Welcome to America!
Every GTA game has been built around a single-player, story-driven romp through an open-world urban setting, rife with interesting characters, intrigue, and danger, hitting most of these nails on the head with resounding success. Grand Theft Auto 4, however, is the first game in the series offering a story that most anyone can appreciate, with a hero that most anyone can relate to.
Screw you, you idiot!
Okay, I'm an idiot, but you must admit, I have the best line in bullshit you ever heard.
Yeah, this I know, asshole.
Nico Bellic, an ex-soldier from Eastern Europe, arrives in America at the invitation of his cousin Roman, with promises of luxury and women as a reasonable motivation. After getting over the fact that his cousin is a dirty liar, Nico manages to settle into his new home, taking a job at Roman's taxi service. It's not long, however, until thugs come a-knocking thanks to Roman's gambling habits, and some of Nico's less reputable aspects start to show.
What about you?
Nico isn't such a bad guy himself, but it seems like the more he tries to avoid trouble, the more trouble finds him, and eventually we learn that there's a hidden reason why Nico really came to America. The impressive cast of characters are all realistic in the strangest way. They actually have totally believable personalities, flaws, and vices, making it hard not to wonder if every character in the game wasn't based on a real person.
Hit me! What? Hit me, come on!
Some truly outstanding voice acting helps us along with some great body language and facial animations that play out within the all-too surprisingly in-engine cutscenes.
Okay. You're dead like sit up the ass.
Nico's trip through a network of organized crime is an enjoyable one. It's a rare thing for a game to offer a story that's so effective you actually sympathize with the characters involved, but GTA 4 delivers.
For a damn yokel, you're a very funny guy.
Yes, and for an annoying dick, you're really an annoying dick.
After a few hours of playing, you'll start to notice that it's not any one character in Liberty City, but rather the entire city that's the real star of the game. How can one possibly summarize a game this size? There is so much to see and do in Liberty City, it's entirely possible to waste a couple of hours without ever completing any of the various quests available. It's not just the characters in GTA 4 that have true personality, but the entire game. Everything from the radio stations to the names of shops and restaurants to each person you meet on the street is laced with the unique sense of style and humor that made Rockstar Games famous, culminating to create a world that served to both mirror and comment on American culture.
Get back outside, Roman! I'm gonna beat your brains in!
From a basic design perspective, you'll meet a character, get an assignment from that character that usually involves driving and shooting, rinse and repeat until you meet more characters with more assignments, unlocking new abilities, weapons, and gaining money through each of the many ventures. This all occurs within a persistent, living and breathing world where you can jack cars and run down pedestrians without immediate consequence, and where the gung-ho police aren't the least bit afraid to use excessive force.
Having a good day!
This recipe for open-world gameplay has changed little since the very first game in the series, but GTA 4 is the first game of the lot to feature social networking as a central gameplay mechanic. It's not just an optional distraction either. Every character you meet can offer special options like car bombs, discounts on guns, or just plain getting laid, in a respectable way at least.
Me gusta, papi, papi. You lucky man.
These options are made available based on how much each character likes you, and unless you hang out from time to time, not everyone is going to return your calls.
Still waiting for his big break, eh?
Big break? Sure, I promise I'll come to a fool in an acre. A boy for creep before him can walk, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go for a little drive.
That's an extremely narrow summary of the content GTA 4 has to offer. If you walk away from this review thinking high-speed chases, gunfights, and going on dates is all there is to GTA 4, you'll be poorly mistaken. A few other additions to the gameplay are also featured, like an easy-to-use cover system, a cell phone that helps you manage all your contacts, and some of the most impressive driving mechanics and vehicle handling of any game to date. That's not accounting for the fact that Liberty City is one of the most stunning open-world environments we've ever seen. The sheer size, scope, and range of terrain and architecture scattered across such a large area will blow your mind, and it's amazing to see how well it renders with almost no technical bugs whatsoever. So that's just great, an enormous living world right at your fingertips that looks amazing and does so without any flaws in its presentation. But what if I told you the game could also do this online just as well as it does in the story mode, with up to 16 players in the same server?
Liberty vaginas look like. Weasel News is on the scene.
We call it news. Your team.
It certainly can, and GTA 4's take on classic online multiplayer has thrust the series in a brand new direction, redefining the possibilities of online gameplay. There are some interesting game types aside from the more classic deathmatch, all of which can be customized, limiting access to the city through weapon and player spawn points. What everyone will really enjoy, though, is free mode, in which the entire city is your playground, with no particular objective in mind. Don't expect some watered-down version of Liberty City either. Cops, traffic, pedestrians, and anything short of the story is available in GTA 4's online space. The fact that the game can provide all of that simultaneously, with up to 16 players tearing up the city, is a crowning achievement. The basic design of the story mode is almost identical to the very first GTA game ever made, and that's just fine because it ain't broke, so why fix it, but it's certainly been improved. Speaking to every positive aspect of GTA 4 would take hours. The best suggestion would be to just go out and buy it, which is good advice because Grand Theft Auto 4 is an undeniable must-play for anyone with an avid love for video games, providing enough culture and street smarts to make even the biggest nerds feel gangster, and delivering some of the most groundbreaking gameplay yet seen this generation.